Hi everyone, this is Rhonda, and I just wanted to say welcome to my Facebook group today. And I'm super excited to have a guest with me. It's Bonnie Donahue. She's kind of a rock star in the doTERRA world. She has a big following on social media. She has a great team, and she's a busy mom of 4 kids. And you are an inspiration to a lot of women. So I'm really appreciate it. You took time out of your day to come and join us and do this essential oils 101 class. So I really appreciate it. And I would like to say that I got into essential oils because I was working at a daycare, wiping runny noses all day and getting colds constantly. And other moms were putting essential oils on their children, doTERRA essential oils, and other coworkers were as well. So I kind of got a few. I got the On Guard, and I got Breathe, which is easy air in Canada, and I also got a few other just basic oils, and I started diffusing my home, using them all the time, using the On Guard toothpaste, and my colds pretty much went away. So I was a believer. Like, I was a bit skeptic at first, and then I've been using them for a while, was a believer, make another oil. I'm just gonna sell these as well, because who doesn't love free products when you purchase oils and you get PV points? So like, that's great way to go. It was a good way for me and my family because we're using them a lot of myself, my husband, and my kids. So, and yeah, welcome, Bonnie.
Awesome. Thank you for that introduction. That was amazing. So I'm excited that you're here and now that you're sharing with other moms. And I think that there's a need for you, to share your story and to get it out there, because there's a lot of moms that still haven't used oils. And so awesome job for you to get out there and share. And so I'm in the States. Rhonda's in Canada, and so we thought this would be a great way to do a launch online class for her. We have an international team. We have people, from all different countries, 15 or 16 countries, and so with technology, although we had a little problem this morning, it's fine. We can still connect and share our hearts and share what we love about the oils and the impact that it's making in our lives, and really try to reach out and touch as many people as possible. And that's our goal for today, is to educate and to empower. We work with a lot of moms and women and just people who are busy, and they're successful. They're looking for a natural way. Maybe they're sick of, the route they're on. They're wanting a new, fresh start, a healthy, a healthy routine going into the fall, the winter, and, and just moving forward in their life. And so that's what we're all about, is just trying to change ourselves and then share what's working with the world and with other moms, and just, try to be that light. So
it is true.
Excited. Go ahead. What?
It is true, because my husband kind of got sick there for a little bit, so I was trying to cut down on the chemicals in our house, the cleaners we use. We have a baby crawling on the floor, so natural to me just makes sense. And using plant-based products just made sense. So yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely kind of what I'm trying to aim for, is a healthier lifestyle. So
I love it. And then Rhonda, don't you feel like when you bring something like an essential oil into your home, it's like that small step that it's like almost a snowball effect, that you're like, oh, and now I want to green up this area of my life. And, the cleaners, your self-care, and then you're drinking more water, and then you're taking supplements, before you know it, you've done a total 180 on your life.
It is true. Yes, we're definitely getting healthier, everybody in the household.
I love it.
It is good.
I love it. It doesn't have to be an overhaul all at once. You can start with one small step and slowly change things, So I love that. So like Rhonda said, I'm a mom of 4. I'm in the United States. I love educating moms, especially. I have a Facebook page, Essential Oils for Moms, and that's where I like to, educate, show up, inspire, and just share what's working for me. So today, Rhonda and I are doing a co-class. We're co-hosting this amazing class that we're going to do in her Facebook group. It's her VIP group. And what I want to do is just talk a little bit about the essential oils that we use. So we use doTERRA because we have done our research. We found out that it's the best essential oil company. Not only that, it's the sourcing of, where they get their oils, because we care about what we bring into our home, what we're going to be, diffusing around our children, like you said, your baby's on the floor, like what we're putting on the floor, we want to be putting good products into our home, right? So doTERRA sources from 42 different countries, and they go to the indigenous source, and that's where they get their products. So an essential oil, it basically, like doTERRA means gift from the earth. Essential oils are just naturally found in, they're distilled from seeds, from bark, stem, roots, flowers, any part of a plant, right? A fruit like the orange or the lemon, it's like cold pressed from the rind. So everything that we have and everything in doTERRA's essential oil bottles are from plants. Nothing is added to it, no fillers or fragrance or anything, and nothing's taken away. It's just the pure plant. And that's where quality matters. That's where you're getting the best potent product. The compounds are exactly it. Everything's tested for purity. So we know that every bottle is going to be 100% safe, right? Not only that, we're giving jobs to farmers all around the world. So like I said, we're in 42 different countries. We are developing communities. doTERRA goes to those communities and they'll build a school for their kids. We're working on building, a hospital. There's so many things that we're doing. So when you buy your essential oil, not only you're making your own family healthy, but you're literally doing a movement. You're part of this movement that we're starting, and doTERRA has partnered with the Underground Railroad, where we help women and children get out of the sex trade. And we partnered with Days for Girls, where we are educating some girls, around the world on their cycles and giving them products to, feminine products to help deal with their cycles, right? So it's just amazing, all these things that we're doing. And doTERRA is not the kind of company that goes out and just brags about everything. They do it when you're not even looking. And so you can find a lot of this on doTERRA's website too, but I literally cry when I watch their videos. But I just wanted to share that and start with the heart of the company. They are all about giving back, making an impact, and changing the world. And
bringing jobs to third world countries is, I think, super important, right?
I love it. It's something that you don't always think about, but when you do invest into doTERRA, you are, again, changing the world. And I think that's huge. And I think that when we are in control of our spending, that we can do a lot of good in this world, So let's talk about, the next thing we're going to do is to talk about 3 ways to use essential oils, right? And then what I want to do with Rhonda is we're going to go through the top 10 essential oils, because we just want to keep this class simple and fun and really help someone who's brand new to use essential oils, right? And so they're not sure maybe which ones to start with. These top 10 oils will cover about 90% of what you're going through or what you might want essential oils for. And some of the people that are maybe listening to this, some of the top things that people come to us are dealing with, obviously, preventing sickness, right? So if they're under the weather, feelings of anxious feelings of any kind of feeling, any kind of mood or hormones, or green cleaning, or just purifying your home, purifying your air, putting natural products in your face, and skincare and whatnot. So those are some of the top things that people come to us wanting a solution for. Also, sleep is a huge one. Energy is a huge one. I'll quickly give you my 30-second story, but I was suffering from Lyme disease before I got started with essential oils, and I was looking for something that would boost my immunity to help me support what I was going through. That's how I found essential oils. They literally changed my life and made me feel like a normal mom again. And actually not even just normal, better than what I felt ever. So
that's amazing.
That's why, yes, I mean, it is. It really is. And I don't want to take too much time talking about it, but I can post the link in your group. But they've literally changed my life, and that's what we hope to do for you guys. So, Rhonda, if you can, I know you're holding your phone. If you can, grab your peppermint oil. Okay, and let's have some fun. So we want to show people 3 ways to use essential oils. And I know that the quality is a little off. We're just going to keep rolling with it, and you guys.
Yeah, I think their connection's a little bit bad.
Yeah, we'll just keep going with it. People can still see it. So what the essential oils are so concentrated, right? You only need 1 drop. So for example, 1 drop of peppermint oil is equal to like 28 cups of peppermint tea. You know, you do not need a lot. 1 bottle will last you for months, right? So
it does last a long time.
What we're going to do is show all 3 ways of using the essential oils with just the peppermint, right? So if all the people listening today, if they were right here in front of us and we were doing a class, this is what we would do. We'd hand out the peppermint oil, and everybody would be feeling really good right after this. So what I want to do, and again, I don't know if you can do it with your phone, but we're going to put 1 drop in our hand. Okay, 1 drop. Okay, perfect. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you all 3 ways, and then we're going to talk about them. So the first thing is going to take your finger and just put a little bit, you can see that, a little bit on to the roof of your mouth, okay? You're going to feel that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to rub your hands together and rub that behind your neck, okay? And then the last thing that you're going to do is take your hands, you're going to cup them together, and without touching your eye, breathe it in, okay?
Yeah.
Woo! Now we're awake, right? Woo!
So uplifting, for sure.
Yes, we don't need any coffee. We've got our peppermint oil. So what we did is we just showed 3 ways of using an essential oil. So aromatic is the first way, and that's where you breathe it in. Okay, so I have my diffuser going next to me. See if I'll unplug it, because I will show you guys what a diffuser looks like if you guys are brand new. So this is a diffuser, and you put some like 4 to 6 essential oil drops in here and fill it up with water, and it's going to go into the air. That's a great way to get essential oils into your home, into your nose, into your family, your children. It's very safe. It's very heavily diluted. Can clean the air, can change the mood, because anything that you breathe in will go into your olfactory nerve, and it goes right to your limbic system, and it can change your mood in an instant. Okay, this is great for irritable moms dealing with stressful situations or kids. You just take a minute, breathe.
We've all had
yes, exactly. Or we have like a little car diffuser if you're like people getting angry at the pickup line or something. You know, you can breathe it in instantly. You start feeling the difference, right? There's a lot of positive properties that the oils have that will bring out positive emotions. So it's very powerful. We also diffuse off of our hand, so you can just diffuse it that way. Okay, so basically it's just breathing it in. Okay, the second way is internal use. Now I want to talk about doTERRA because you cannot put any essential oil in your like internally. I don't know of any other company that you can use their essential oils internally. Okay, like you can go, like they're selling oils everywhere, at Target, at the gas station, at the crafting store. Like you can get them anywhere now, and it is not the kind that's natural, right? So it says right on there, do not use internally.
And they're not certified here.
Exactly, and they could be synthetic or have fillers, or it's just maybe 1 drop of an essential oil and the rest is synthetic chemicals, right? So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. All of doTERRA's oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. It's the highest level of certification that they have, right, for the oils. So want to be very clear on that. So don't just go to the store and pick up something and try doing internally. That's not good. Now, I just showed you 1 quick way of putting the peppermint in the roof of the mouth, right? That's really good. A lot of people receive benefit from like head tension from doing that way. It's like a wake up. It would give you good breath, right? So most oils, you're not going to be doing that. That was just for the fun of this class, right? Most of the oils that you would be using internally, like our supplements, have essential oils in them already. So our actually number one selling product are our essential oils, or I mean our supplements. Okay. I don't have my water in front of me. Normally I have it with me at all time, but I will put these citrus oils in my water because they are like from a lemon or a lime or a tangerine.
I have grapefruit right now in mine.
Oh, wait, what do you have?
Grapefruit.
Sweet, yeah, grapefruit. And I love grapefruit. Perfect. So it's good for metabolism. It's so good for that, and cleansing the body. So there's so many ways of taking them. And there's also veggie capsules, little veggie capsules you could buy from doTERRA and kind of put your own in. Every bottle will say if you can use it. Oh, there you go. Perfect. You're prepared. Every product will say for internal use, like if they can do it internally. And actually it will say, so I have the peppermint bottle here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it'll say essential oil supplement. Okay. Because it's like a supplement, and it will say for internal use, dilute 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid. Peppermint in your coffee is actually good. 1 drop, or cinnamon. It's a great treat around the Christmas season. People put wild orange in their coffee. People bake with it, so you can put cinnamon or even our On Guard in like oatmeal or pies. There's lavender frostings you can make. I mean, there's oregano or basil or whatever in your sauces, right? So 1 drop is all you need, right? But anyway, there are some great ways to take them internally. Then the last way, there's again 3 ways: internal, aromatic, and then topically is the 3rd way. And topically would be, again, putting it on the outside of your body, right? The most popular spot and the place that I tell all newbies to start with is the bottom of the feet. So the bottom of the feet have the biggest pores, and it's the least sensitive spot in your body. Also, if you're into reflexology at all, then you know the bottom of the foot is connected to every part of the body, right? It's very cool. We're not going to go into that today, but you are going to get the benefit from putting it at the bottom of the feet, right? I also say dilute everything in the beginning, especially when you're just getting started. If you don't know if you're sensitive to an oil or not, doTERRA has a fractionated coconut oil, and basically it's just a liquid coconut oil, okay? And so you could layer your bottom of your foot, or you can make your own roller bottle, or we can buy them from doTERRA, but if you were to make your own, a roller bottle is a great choice. This is a 10 milliliter, and you would add in about 10 drops of the essential oil that you want, fill it rest with coconut oil, and you're good to go, okay? And there's more classes, and Rhonda will teach you more about how to make oil bottles and whatnot. We're just keeping it super basic today, but diluting, I'm a huge fan of diluting oils because they're safer, but also it's going to make your oils last a lot longer because you're using less, and less is more in the oil world.
Yeah, they go a long way too.
Yes. And I'm one of those people that I'm like, more must be better, but it's actually not. I have to like fight myself back and be like, no, dilute it. It's just different than what you're used to, or what the thinking process that you might be used to. Now, if you are dealing with something, so the first place is to put it at the bottom of the feet, but the second best is right on that spot. So if your stomach is having an issue, we have an oil that will help the stomach. You can roll it right on the belly. Or if you're getting an acne or a wrinkle, you can put it right on your face. Or if you burned your arm with a curling iron, you can put lavender right on the arm. So you can put the oils in different places. Other good spots to put oils. Let's see if I have a great oil right here. It's called past tense. We're not going to talk about it today, but you can put oils right on the temples, okay, or around the forehead line is a great place. Behind the neck is a great place. Up and down the spine is also great. And then a couple other popular spots are the wrist, okay, or in the elbow line, or in the middle of the inside of the elbow. Those are some other popular places to put oils. But to keep this super simple, just think bottom of the feet. And then as you become more familiar with the oils, you will experiment different places and different things. Do you agree, Ron? Do you have anything to add to that?
Yes,
Yes,
definitely it's
definitely it's
good.
good.
With
With
kids, I
kids, I
always
always
start with the
start with the
bottom of
bottom of
the
the
feet
feet
and
and
always
always
dilute
dilute.
it with fractionated coconut oil for sure, and diffusing. Definitely, when it's important with babies and kids, you have to dilute it for sure.
Absolutely, yep. And then and also you made a good point with the dilution. If you have like young ones, and you know, having it in the air is one of the safest ways because it's diluted in the air. Like if you had this going off, if you had 4 drops in here for 4 hours, it's only 1 drop into the air every hour. Do you know what I mean? Like that's very heavily diluted.
And it's when they're sleeping too, it helps. Like I put some on guard in there if they're getting a cold, and it's a good way to get kids to take it. I never get my kids to take it internally, and I didn't start taking it internally for myself. It was always the bottom of the feet, around, on my chest, around my face, and but now I'm starting to take them internally as I get to know more and more about them. So
Absolutely. That's how I was too for minus the citrus oils in my water. I felt very comfortable with that. Plus
yeah,
it did
I did
so
that too.
good. Yeah, I did the bottom of my feet for months. Maybe even more than 6 months. I mean, I took the supplements, but I didn't make a veggie cap or anything like that until like really months into my oil journey because I was just putting them on the bottom of my feet. I didn't even really know where else to put them on my body at that point. So you have to do with whatever you're comfortable with. You will naturally progress
Yeah.
when you're ready. That's the good thing about oils. You can just take your time getting familiar with them and experimenting with what works best for you. Okay, so let's go into the top 10 oils. I love talking about these oils. There are literally hundreds of uses for these oils. We're just going to talk about our couple favorites because
Okay.
I want to like value your time, everyone who's listening. And so Rhonda, I'll say a few of my favorites and you can say a few of yours. And then if anyone's listening, then, the people listening or the replay, they can post what they use the oils for too. So let's talk about frankincense first. I'm going to find my bottle. This is the king of all oils, okay? And so they say, when in doubt, bring your frankincense out. And I will tell you, we've actually been using this a lot lately because it is that time of the year here where the weather is crazy. It's like my kids are in cross country, and so they were running outside in 40 degrees. I think it was 30 something the other day, 39. And it's like windy and rainy. And it's like their immune systems are getting shocked at this point. Now today it's like super warm. And so what I've been doing is putting this on the back of their spine. And for my daughter who's 13, I actually put it in a veggie cap with a few other oils because she was starting to feel under the weather, and she has a championship race this weekend and we don't have time to be under the weather. So we were like really trying to boost their immune system the best way. And so frankincense is one of the best oils to do that. And it gets to this cellular level. It's also really great for the skin and for the mood and all that. So anyway, that's one of the top ways that we use it. So what about you, Rhonda?
Yes, it's definitely one I have to always have it on hand. It's like when in doubt, use frankincense. That
Yeah.
took me a while to like. I was kind of like, okay, what do we use it in house? So now I heard that saying, and I'm like, okay, yeah, just use it, right? Like,
Right.
and it does help. I made a flu and cold balm roller bottle, and frankincense is always in that,
Yep.
along with some others, and I will rub it right on myself on my kid's spine as well, and it's yeah, we're all kind of getting a little bit of colds the beginning of the week, so we've been lots of on guard, lots of frankincense.
I love it. And so if you were to make like a 10 milliliter roller bottle, we do have a bomb recipe, and that could just use your imagination. It could just do anything that would be bringing your immune system down. And it has the acronym like FLOOM, FLOOM, and that's how I remember it. So it's frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and melaleuca, all in a roller bottle. You do about 10 drops each. Maybe 5 or 6 drops of the angar or the oregano, that's a little strong, right? But and then fill it with coconut oil, or you can put them in a veggie cup. So anyway, it's a really good recipe to have this time of the year.
Yes, good. Thank you for sharing.
Oh wait, lemon. Let's talk about lemon.
Oh,
That's a huge one at our house.
yes, we go through that a lot as well.
Yes. So one of the top ways I use this oil is in our. I don't want to jinx if our internet is like really good right now, but
I know I moved over to a different part of the house and it seems to be a lot better. And I grabbed a handful of oils, but I didn't get all of mine. So,
okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
so I
Okay.
have a few, but not lemon.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. So lemon is one of my favorites that I use this daily. So I have this like little thing that I've been doing every day for years. I got in the habit when I was nursing my kids. I have 4 kids, so I would always be drinking tons of water, And so one of the things that I do is every morning, first thing in the morning, I drink a whole quart of water, and before I have any coffee, before I do anything, I just drink my water. And now I will add like 2 drops of this to a quart of water. And lemon is so good. I just love it when it makes oil or makes your water taste good, so you want to drink more. But the lemon is so good for digestion, balances your pH, and it just gets things moving, right? So it's so awesome. What's your top way?
Yeah, for lemon, I definitely use it in my water weekly for sure. Not every day because I like grapefruit as well. So and lime. So I kind of switch around with those. Sometimes all three in the same. I use it as a counter cleaner. I make up a cleaner and I spray it across my counters. It's good for that, and it just smells good. Like when I clean, I just love the smell of lemon. So I use it for cleaning. Um, Somebody said that it's also good to remove stickers. I've heard that. I haven't really used that yet, but I will have to try that. And yeah, I use it a lot on, like, we go through lemon quite a bit. I have to buy it frequently.
I love it. It's one of the cheaper oils.
And the dietitian once told me to add lemon into your water every morning to boost your metabolism. So that's kind of why I've been trying to do that as well, right? So
Yes. It's really, so I drink it in my room temperature water. That's what I like to drink, but having this in hot water first thing in the morning is ideal. Like now I wake up and I'm running out the door and I'm doing all these crazy things. So I should take the time to have a hot water, but I don't. So hot water would be amazing, but you're doing a good job. If you're trying to boost your metabolism, the grapefruit really is one of the best for metabolism and cellulite. So these two mixed together is really powerful for
good.
Mhm. Okay, lavender. Let's talk about lavender. So this oil is like the soothing oil, helps with sleep, it helps with skin, it helps with if you have like a burn. Like that happens to me when I'm doing my hair, or curling iron or straightening or something, I'm burning myself. This on straight, you don't need to dilute this one. Like if you're just putting it on your burn, it's just, you put it on right away and it will be amazing. Like it's so great. It helps feelings of like tension or anxious feelings, and it's just really great to diffuse at night when you're trying to calm the family down. In your Epsom salt baths, you can add 5 drops of lavender to your bath with like a cup of Epsom salt, half a cup of baking soda, and soak in it. It's just a relaxing,
So good, yeah.
Anything else? What else? Anything to add to that?
That my 9-year-old daughter loves it. Every time she has a bath, she's always like, "Put Epsom salts and lavender in my bath." Like lavender is one of her favorite oils. She uses it quite every bath, for sure. It is very relaxing, like to soak my feet, and I throw lavender in, and also it's also good if you're having trouble sleeping. Chamomile tea, a couple drops of lavender in, drink it down. Make sure you have your PJs on because you get tired.
I have not tried that.
But
wow, awesome. Very good. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Okay, Melaleuca. So Melaleuca is like another oil that or you guys might call it tea tree there, right?
Yeah, it's tea tree.
It is a powerful oil, and it's an oil that every house has to have, right? Because this one is cleansing, rejuvenating. It's great for the skin. It's great for the immune system. Like we said, it was in our balm recipe that we talked about. Any kind of acne, this is great. Just like you could take a drop and put it right on your acne. Cuts or bruises or whatever, anything like first aid related, this is a great one to have. What else do you want to add to that, Rhonda?
I throw drops of it in the conditioner for my kids, so it keeps the lice out of away
That's huge.
because we
Yeah.
don't want lice.
Yeah.
And use it for disinfecting properties. Like I put it in my counter cleaner as well, as long with lemon and On Guard and vinegar and tea tree.
Right.
Yeah, so we use it quite a bit. It's one of the ones it was one of the first ones I've had. Actually, it was before I even got into doTERRA. I had a bottle of it from some store. I picked it up, but and then when I went to doTERRA, I found the quality was a little bit better. Like it smelled stronger and it seems to work a little bit better. So
Yeah. And I like the smell of it. Like I think it's
I don't
really
mind it. It takes some getting
rejuvenating.
used to.
Yeah. It's fresh. It smells fresh.
Yes, and sometimes they'll diffuse it as well into the air.
Yes, actually, yesterday I was diffusing this into my kids' bathroom because it needed a refresh, you know? So, okay, oregano. Let's see. Oregano is a really powerful, strong, hot oil. So this is one of the oils that you 100% need to dilute every single time you use it. Don't even think about using it by itself because it is very strong. It's effective. Yep, there you go. You got it. It's strong and effective. It's so good for cleansing, purifying. It's an antioxidant. It's like anti-everything. Like, I mean, literally, that's why it's so good to put in the balm recipe. If you feel at all, again, under the weather, heavily dilute this in the bottom of your feet. I made spaghetti last week and added 1 drop and to everyone's immunity. Just one drop is all you need. It's so strong. You could this oil comes in the kit, in the starter kit, and this will probably be the only one you ever buy. You don't need a lot of it, right? You just need it like once in a while, but you need it on hand for because the times that you do need it right away.
Yeah. I use it. I mean, like cooking, you can throw it in like your roast. It just makes everything smell really good. Don't use very much, or it overpowers. And then also my main use for it that I use it for is if I'm getting a scratchy throat or getting a sore throat, I put a little drop into a veggie cap and swallow it. Now I know somebody who drops a little bit in their water and swallows it, but that's just so strong.
Oh yeah.
How do you do it? But she said she was using a different brand and it was already mixed with some other things. So that's probably why, because it has some fillers in it, right?
Right. Don't do that.
Yeah, I put it in a veggie cap and I swallow it. But it does, like, if you're getting a sore throat, it really kicks it. Like, then if I do that and then it's gone. Like, it's gone within the day. So I really do believe it works. And also, my daughter had a wart on her arm and she got it frozen off at the doctor's and it came back and she did not want to go back. And I said, well, we looked it up in our Essential Life book and I said we can use oregano oil, and instead of going back to the doctor's, and she wanted to go that route. So threw that on and a couple times and bandages on and it went away by itself. So that was really good.
Yes, I forgot to say that. I've been forgetting about that one, but
yeah, you have to dilute it because it is strong.
Yeah, but that happened to multiple people that I know, and they've had them like frozen off multiple times, and it kept coming back. Then they used the oregano, and it never came back again.
Yeah, so she was pretty excited, like that she didn't have to go back and get it frozen off because that wasn't pleasant for her. So
right, and it's expensive. Well, I don't know about you guys, but
yeah, you get free healthcare, so
it's right. Our healthcare, you have to pay every single time.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
And then it comes back. Well, not only that, you have to. We joke around, but you have to put like pants on or a bra, right, to go out. The doctor. It's so much better to just do it at your house when you just do it and not leave.
That's so true. That's funny.
So peppermint. We kind of showed a little bit about peppermint, but peppermint is awesome for respiratory issues. So it will open up all of the airways. It is so good. Like when we were breathing it in, we were opening up everything, right? Didn't you feel good? You're like, woo, and it helps.
Yeah, it's energizing for sure.
Focus, yeah, energy, helps with your digestive system. So you can actually like take a drop diluted, like so with a couple of, if you did it this way, you put a couple of drops of the coconut oil, one drop, you could rub it on your belly. You can put it in a veggie cap. You can actually put this in water and like one drop. I like to do, if I do this, one drop of peppermint, one drop of lemon. I know it sounds weird, but it's actually pretty good. And then you drink that and it's really gonna wake you up, but that also helps with digestion. And it helps with head tension. So I like, if you are getting head tension, you actually just take a little bit of it and just like kind of press it into your temples. And it's really good for that. You do not need a lot. That was probably not even a full drop because I just to get it wet, you know what I mean? And then on the spine, if you're dealing with the head tension, it's just a quick way to get it. Seasonal threats too. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint together are awesome if you're dealing with seasonal threats. So you can throw these in a veggie cap. You can put them in a roller bottle, or this is, I've tried this. If you really are like in between the seasons, you're really, something is acting up, you know, it's in the air. You can do, and again, it sounds weird until you, if you're suffering and you're looking for like a quick thing, it really does help. But again, lavender, I'm trying to show you guys, lavender, peppermint, and lemon are so powerful together that you can actually take like a little like 4-ounce glass of water, one drop of each, and just kind of take it like a shot, one of each, and it's so good for those seasonal threats that you could be dealing with. Because the people that I know who have dealt with like really severe things, they do this sometimes a couple times a day, depending, but they said it just works so fast.
That's awesome. Great tip.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything to add to the peppermint?
Yes, I have a pretty good story. My somebody in my family, they had previously suffered a stroke, and then about a year later, so somebody, a coworker, told her about peppermint. So she contacted me and I said, try it. I just gave like, let her try some. I just said, here, take it, try it, see if it works. And she had a doctor's appointment later that week and she said, you'll never believe it, but it worked.
Wow.
She's like, she rubbed it on the back of her ears, the back of her neck, across her forehead and her temples. And she said, it just opened up my sinuses and I just felt a lot better. And she went and took it with her to the doctor.
Wow.
And she just said, I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for using this. And they said, you know what, if it's working, I'd rather you do that than going on other medication, because she was on some other stuff for her previous stroke, right? So she didn't want to take a lot of medication. And she was not a big believer in like any, not really supernatural person. Like she just kind of took medication when she needed it and stuff, which is fine. But she couldn't believe it. And she just said, I have this awesome story to tell you, and they told me to keep taking it, and they wrote her out a prescription, but they said take it first and then use your prescription if needed. And so that's an awesome story. So
that is
it was nice to hear you can help people like on a daily basis like that, right? So that's kind of why I like the oils, because you can share it with people and you can help them, and it's, you know, it can't do you any harm to take peppermint oil, but if it helps you, great, right? So
Exactly. That's a great story. And you are right. There's no side effects from taking essential oils, and you cannot get addicted. Although we do joke, we're addicted to essential oils. Is there an oil for that?
My collection is getting a little big, but
yes, you can't really get a physical addiction to them. And again, no side effects. So only good things will happen from using.
Oh, and it's so great, like in the middle of the night, like if your kid wakes up and it's like my throat hurts or I got growing pains, like and it's just so nice to have something in the cupboard you can go grab and put on them, right? Like it's just easy.
And empowering. You can take care, you know, I love it. Okay, so those were of the top 10, those were the 6 like single oils. So now we're going to move on to the blends. And what doTERRA did was they took the perfect amount of the different oils and they put it together to make the perfect blends. So the first one I'm going to talk about is a powerful oil called Breathe, or you call it Easy Air.
Yes.
Okay, so Easy Air.
Yep.
And basically, it's doTERRA's respiratory blend. Yep, so for, depending on where you're watching, in the States, they call it Breathe. Canada and Australia call it Easy Air. Basically, it's our respiratory blend. It's the same oils in it. It has in it like eucalyptus, some peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom. So there's a perfect mixture of oils. But basically, this is going to help all the respiratory issues. Again, like it says, because it is again opening up the airways. So one way to do this is, that was 2 drops. Sometimes the challenge is only getting 1 drop, and you take it and you just breathe it in. If you can do it diluted, or neat, like on your chest, if you were dealing with respiratory, that will open up the airways. If you suffer from snoring, or if your spouse suffers from snoring, you can, again, put at the bottom of their feet. You can diffuse this with your sleep blend, or like just this, or this with lavender or something, and it will go into your nose and mouth, or into your airways when you're breathing, to open up the airways. So I've had wives complain about their husband snoring, and then that's like ruining their sleep. So they're not getting a good quality sleep. So that what they've done is put a diffuser next to his side of the bed, put the Breathe in it. He doesn't even know what's going on, right? Like he's breathing it in, he's stopping his snoring, and now she's getting a better night's sleep.
That's awesome. Anyway, good tip. I didn't know it helps with that.
Yeah. Again, and they can put it on their chest or the bottom of their feet, but if you know of someone who's like, I'm not doing anything, you could just diffuse it. They don't even know they're getting it, It's a secret tip. And then once they are getting a good sleep, then they're like, I'm a believer, So,
that's pretty.
And so okay, so do you have any stories for that one?
Yeah, well, I use it a lot for go hand in hand with the other blend we'll be talking about, On Guard. But I diffuse it in my kids' room. As soon as somebody gets a cold, I throw them in the diffuser, breathe in On Guard, and it really, honestly, the next day they wake up and it's either gone, or else they say, like, it cuts their cold in about 3 days instead of a week, right? So, and then I just rub it right on their chest. Mixed with fractionated coconut oil for the kids. Like, I can wear it on myself straight, but and then on their backs, and it does help them with the coughing at night, and they fall asleep a lot quicker and stay sleeping. So
perfect.
Yeah, it's one of my main ones I have to have on hand.
So it's so good. Yep, I love it. And again, yes, well, you made a good point. Always dilute with kids. Always. So good. So Deep Blue is that other one that, like, a lot of the women that I talk to, if their spouse is like not on board, then Deep Blue is like their gateway into doTERRA because it's so effective, and you notice results like so quick. And this one is our soothing blend. So it's Deep Blue, and it is for all muscles or joint pain that you could be experiencing. And so this one's so good for just diluting it and putting it right on. Let's say you're working out and you're getting a sore muscle, or you are gardening even and you're getting tight. Like, this is great for the back, the spine. I wish I had this when I was pregnant, because my hip flexors were always sore, like right here. And so I wish I had it to put on when I was pregnant. When I was training for my half marathon, I would put this in my bath. And so after my run, I would just like bathe in it. So there's so many different things that you can do with the Deep Blue. And the other thing that I do as a woman, I will put a few drops in my hand diluted, or they have a rub, which is in a cream form of this. And I will put it on my stomach area, right, my abdominal area, for menstrual cramps.
I know I do have the rub bottle, and I had it with me in the other room there, but I went to this room because I think it's better connection. But
yeah, it is.
I don't have it in hand right now.
Yeah.
But we use that one a lot. The kids will wake up in the middle of the night, and if they say my leg hurts, the growing pains, and it's something you can kind of put on them right away and rub it in, and sore muscles. Yep, that's kind of what we use it.
Yep, perfect. Yep, the growing pains are huge. Actually, several moms have been talking about that. Putting this on for the growing pains. So that's perfect. Okay, two more. Digest Zen. Do you call it Digest Zen or do you call it something else?
Zen Jest.
Zengest. Okay, I knew it was something a little bit different.
I
Some of
have
our
this
names
one.
are a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah, show that Zengest. Perfect. And it's that
I know, and I
digestive
always say
blend.
the American one because I'm used to it, right? Because when I first did my order, I did get it through the States, and so I'm like, I always say breathe in. I'm like, oh, easier. I say Zen. I'm like, I
Right,
always remember it's just
right.
a different name, but that's fine.
And so that's another good point. So when Canadians order, they can choose to order from the Canadian warehouse or the US warehouse,
Yeah.
which we could talk a little bit more about at the end. But so Canada doesn't have something, you have the benefit of ordering from here, which we have more products. You guys are getting more and more every once in a
Yes.
while. So
Yeah,
uh,
you can get them. You can get them all. You just have to like pay the exchange, which is fine. So,
mhm,
but it's easy to make an order on both, and it tells you right when you go into the website. It'll say, "Do you want to shop Canadian or American?" And then you go from there. So
perfect. Yeah, we have a lot of Canadians on our team, and I think most of them do that. So Digest Zen is, again, they're all powerful. Like these top 10 literally do so many things. But this one, if you are dealing with any digestive issues, the top ways to use this would be like 1 drop diluted on the belly. So like one of the girls that I know that she was suffering severely with issues like every day of life, so long. She started putting 1 drop diluted and she's like, it changed her entire life. Just that 1 drop, because what she was dealing with, she needed that. It has, let's see, it has in here peppermint again, has ginger root, caraway, coriander, tarragon, fennel. So it smells like a black licorice if you've ever smelled it.
yeah,
So either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. So you can
yeah.
rub it on. You could put it in a veggie cap, which was what I like to do, and put it in a veggie cap, or you can put this in water and drink it if you love the taste. I don't love the taste, but
I don't mind it. I find it's not bad,
yeah,
but yeah, veggie caps are kind of not as strong. So
right. Well, and I have given this to my son because he has a really sensitive stomach. And like if we go to a restaurant or something, he does not do well with like food that's not like homemade at home that I make for him. And so this works that he will either take it in a veggie cap, rub it on. He'll do it anyway. But so this is oil that I don't use every day. I mean, all these oils, you don't have to use every oil every day. You just use the
yeah,
oils that you're needing that day, but you want them all in hand because that's your health cabinet, right? So your natural toolbox. And so if you are the person who's suffering from like IBS or constant bloating or constipation, or you have issues that you're dealing with, you're going to want to take this every day. If you're just needing it once in a while, like you go to the restaurant and you made a poor choice, you ate dairy, whatever, you could just use this as needed. Or we have holidays coming up and parties, and maybe you're eating different things, or you're overeating, or I don't know. Hopefully not, right? But those things happen. So now
kids and their Halloween candy this week.
Halloween candy, hello, yeah. We just donated the rest of ours to the school. They were doing a donation. I'm like, get it out, because you're not allowed to have any more candy. It's done. So yeah, so this is huge. You can just put it right on. And it works fast. People notice the difference right away. So Rhonda, do you have anything to add?
I like this one on hand too, because if kids are complaining of sore stomach, I just rub it right on their tummy. And also my husband, knock on wood, he is diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and which is all about the bowel, right? So
Right.
he's been very healthy this last year, which is great. And so he hasn't had too many flare-ups, but it is on hand if he needs it. Like he can rub it right on his stomach or take it internally, and it helps with that. So
Awesome. Good to hear. The last one, and I know you have a good story for the On Guard. On Guard is our protective blend. So it's the one that's going to protect the air, protect your body. You can actually put it over your chest, dilute it, and it kind of protects you from negative emotions and negative people. There's a lot of cool things you can do with On Guard. But how do you guys use On Guard?
Oh, we use a lot of it this week, especially because we're all getting colds. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I do overnights at like I work overnight, and I forgot to bring some of my oils, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like starting to cough, and I got a scratchy throat, and I thought, oh no, I'm like, I wish I had On Guard. So then I didn't have anything, so I had to like wait till morning, got home, put it on, and then I made sure I brought some the next night, and I just kept dosing myself with it, and it pretty much kicked my cold. So I was thank goodness, because it was like a day before I could put anything on, but because I did a double shift. But also like this spray. You can use it for spraying
Love that
carts. I
spray.
have a 1-year-old baby, and so it's nice to spray down your carts, so whoever's touched them before, it helps kill those germs. I also have On Guard concentrated cleaner, which I love, and I use it for my floors. And when I got the bottle, I like, it's a pretty decent sized bottle, but it was smaller than I thought, and I thought this is not going to last very long. But I'm still not even halfway done it, and I just put a couple caps into my water, and I mop the floors. We have dogs, and so I want something that actually disinfects, but I
Hmm.
also want something that's not chemically, that the baby's crawling across and
Yeah.
getting that on her hands and putting it in her mouth. So I feel like that's a good, like, I just feel good about it, that I know it's disinfecting and it's healthy.
Yes.
And also my kids have chickens, so they bring in eggs and wash them into a sink. And so I make sure I disinfect the sink first.
Oh, I
They
love
wash the
it.
eggs. They wash the eggs. I disinfect the sink again with the and make sure their hands are scrubbed really good. Where they wear gloves when they wash the eggs. But
Oh my
um,
gosh, that's awesome.
yeah, so there's some things, like we have dogs and then we have chickens, so I really need something to kill those germs, right? Like, and diffuse it all the time for colds. I rub it right on the kids. I make a cold flu bomb.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so it's helped a lot, and I love the toothpaste. It really, when you go out and about and you're talking to people and around germs, like I really feel like that toothpaste is a good barrier. Like it really helped when I was working at daycare. I just brushed my teeth and with that On Guard, and it seemed I didn't get colds after that. So yeah,
Yes.
so
It,
that On Guard is the one that made me believe in doTERRA. So
Good to hear. Yeah, and what you said about the toothpaste too, if you're giving, or you're not giving your kids toothpaste, but when they're brushing their teeth with toothpaste, sometimes they swallow a little bit of it. They're still learning how to brush their teeth. And so now it's something that's not going to harm them versus we don't know what's in the other toothpaste. It says right on there, do not ingest. You're like, ooh, what is that? So if your kid is swallowing toothpaste, which my kids have done that, now we know at least they're getting some immunity built in with it.
exactly. And it doesn't have fluoride in, and some people do not want fluoride in their toothpaste. They're big believers in no fluoride. And then some people say, no, you need fluoride. The dentist wants you to have fluoride. So what I tell people is, you brush twice a day, if not more. So brush one time with your fluoride toothpaste and the other time with your On Guard toothpaste. So you get the benefits of both.
That's a good tip. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good.
So if fluoride's important to you, that's what you can do. But if you want to go all natural and don't do fluoride, then On Guard all the way. But
Yeah. Yeah, we're On Guard fans over here. Okay, awesome. Well, that was it. That was the top 10 oils, the blends, the single oils, the 3 ways of using oils, a little bit about doTERRA. We heard from our stories. So now I want to just share for the people that are listening and they're like, yes, I want to be part of that lifestyle. I want to be, in the essential oil world, in our community. I want to tell them a little bit what that looks like and what that means, and then kind of like how to get started. So let me just tell you, let's talk about our team first, right? Because when you join doTERRA, you're not just joining a company, right? So you will be part of a company. There's a wholesale account where you will get your own wholesale account, just like a Costco or some sort of membership, thing like that, where you will get 25% off all your products. That is awesome, right? Everybody loves a deal. I do too.
yeah,
I love the deals. Then they're going to give you specials every single month. There's free products. There's like Rhonda mentioned in the beginning that she's getting free products and points for ordering. So doTERRA like literally blesses you and helps you to get healthier at a discount. So you're going to be getting free stuff. I'm not going to go into a ton of that now because I don't want to overwhelm all the cool things that are going to be happening after you enroll, but just know that you're going to be covered and get a lot of freebies and a lot of discounts. And then, so that's with doTERRA, right? They have, I think it's, I don't want to jinx it, but a couple times a year, maybe coming up, they do BOGOs. They'd have like all these awesome promotions throughout the year. So anyway, getting your hands on the oils are going to, one, change your life. You're impacting the world and all the things we talked about in the beginning, getting discounts, getting deals. But then we have a community. We have a couple communities. So our big one is the Essential Oil Club, and that is all of our customers, Rhonda's customers, my customers, and like all of the other girls' customers, anyone who's enrolled with anyone on our team, go into this amazing community where we educate, we motivate, we inspire, we are sharing what's working, tips, recipes, giveaways. There's pretty much something going on like every hour, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's such a great, that's what I love about your team, Bonnie. Like, it's such a good resource. You're always posting recipes, tips about just oils, of course, but also like women's health, emotional health, like physical health, and it's just a great community to be a part of. So, and I really appreciate having all that knowledge at my fingertips. So it's
Yeah.
really good. And if you have a question too, you can always go on and just like put a question in, and there's always somebody on there to answer it right away if you need it right away, right? So
Even if, like, I tell people, if they're up in the middle of the night nursing, don't worry, Australians are up working. That there's always somebody on,
yeah, it's true.
Your question will be answered right away. So that is our awesome community. And then Rhonda is growing her community, this group she's growing. She's really invested into her customers, and she wants to give her best to everybody who enrolls with her because she's taking personal ownership to help you on this journey, so you get Rhonda, you get me, you get our community, you get all the education that you want, because our goal is never to sell an oil. Our goal is to just really help with the lifestyle and to use the oils. Like, we don't want you to sit them on your shelf and never look at them. We want you using them, opening the bottles and smelling them and whatnot.
And placing them around your house so you use them in a good position. Like, I know I have my citrus ones by my water tap, and I have other ones upstairs for when I'm going to diffuse in the kids' bedrooms. And that's the main thing, is don't just put them all in a box and put them in the cupboard and forget about them. Like, put them around your house and say, okay, I'm going to use it for this, this, and this. And then you really start to, fall in love with it and see the real big benefits it does help with yourself and your family. So
absolutely. And then if you want to join as an advocate like myself or Rhonda, we have a whole community for our advocates, which I'm not going to talk a ton about now because that's another thing. But if you are interested, just reach out to Rhonda and she will give you more information on it, because that's the natural progression. People want to start using and then sharing and then building. But it's all just about starting by using the products first. So let's see. So Rhonda's going to post a link to her website. Also, the best thing to do is to reach out to Rhonda, because she will walk you through it or go on the phone with you or whatever. But we have a lot of people that just go to the website and they enroll themselves because it's so easy, and we are in 2018. People want to just do that. And so she's going to give you the website, and you go and you enroll, and then as soon as you enroll, she will get an email and she will reach out to you. And you can reach out to her too right away, and she'll add you to our group. You can start looking at the resources, the files. You're going to get a little, you get your package in the mail. Then every month there's a special. So I'm not going to go over the special in this video because the special changes every month. So it's November 2nd right now. And so if someone watching this later on in December or January, as she's adding people to her group, we don't want to give false advertisement of this awesome special, and now it's a different awesome special. So I'll get on in a minute and do the November special, and there's again always something good going on in doTERRA, literally. So I just wanted to say thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for inviting me into your group and with your friends and your family. I'm just super pumped that I could be here, and I'm also excited about you and getting you launched and helping as many people around the world and in Canada. Just so excited for you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for taking time and coming on and doing this essential oils one-on-one class. It was great to see how you present it. And then also for everybody else that aren't too sure or on the fence, it's just good information for everyone. And I can go back to this video and share it with people as well. Sorry about the bad connection, but we made it work. So,
it got a lot better. Wherever you are in your house, that's where you need to do your videos. It's good right there.
I'm going to have to move my desk. Spot was not as great. But it was, no, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you have lots of people need your attention, so I really, really appreciate that. So
yeah, welcome. I love doing it.
Hope everybody learns it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, everybody, thank you. Have a great day, and I'll be back on to share the special in a minute.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.